Okay, so last video we made our car, we made our racing track. Now we need to start programming the car. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the car move, well, we're going to make the car smaller. So back here, I'm going to click on the car up to the sprite. Now, it's called Sprite 1. Let's give it a better name than that. So I can rename it to be Car 1. Yes, I'm saying Car 1 because we could have multiple cars in the future. Now, I can make it smaller here by editing the picture, but I can also go to Code. Under Looks, we can set size to 20%. Let's see if that works. Then you double click on it. And that fits my road much better. The other thing I want to do is make it so it's facing up because I want to get the start on the side of the path. That's the big long stretch. So if I pull this along here, I want to make it facing up. Very good. Now I want it to face up and I want it to always start. I'm going to move it over here. So if I wanted to always start there, I'm going to move this here. And this we're making a function here. We're making it so that this is where the car is always going to start in this way. So if I go back to my blocks, down the bottom, this is where we make new functions. Click Make a Block. So start. Maybe reset car. Press OK. Now I've got a function here that says reset car. If I run it, the car goes here, goes facing the right way. Every time I run this function, it will go like that, which is awesome. The next thing we want to do is we want to have the car turning left and right. So that's actually under motion. Turn left is here and turn right. Now there's a few ways you can do this. You can make this under events with a key, but I actually want to make it just starting off with a flag. The reason I'm not making it with events like when the key is pressed is if I have this one here and I press space, it turns, which is what you think you want. But you only want it to turn at certain points. A lot of these races, you have the cars that start ready to go. You want it to go later, not when the game started. Well, if you have just when the space is pressed, it will go no matter what, if the game started or hasn't. So we're going to put it in when there's the flags pressed. It's only go once the game has started. Just make things a bit. We can also use it later on to make it so they will only go when the car is actually moving forward, but we'll get to that later. So we want the car to turn, not when the key is pressed. We want to go if something's happened. Now the if we want is if a key has been pressed. So under sensing, key, this is what we want. So we want to turn left if the left arrow has been pressed. Now we want to do the same thing here for the right arrow. So you can always just do the code through here, or you can also duplicate, which I find very useful. It means that I only have to change this bit and change this right arrow. So this looks like it should be done, but we're missing a spot. We've got it so it turns left if the left key is pressed, turn right if the right key is pressed. But that only happens for one instant. You want it to happen all the time. We need to have a forever loop in there. So if we look under control, forever, this means it will always be checking those. Oops, let's grab the two blocks together. Now when I press the flag, left, right, it keeps on going, not just for 1 second. Okay, so we've got the car the right size, we've got to reset the starting point, and we've got it turning left and right. Next we'll go forwards and acceleration and braking.